Be me, 24 years old, freelance video editor. I spend roughly 90% of my life inside my apartment. My apartment is my sanctuary. It has my PC, my coffee machine, and my collection of incredibly comfortable broken-in clothing. I have a uniform, sweatpants, and a black zip-up hoodie. Not just any hoodie, the hoodie. It's a heavy cotton blend I bought 4 years ago. It's faded, the cuffs are a little frayed, the zipper sticks at the bottom, but it is the softest, most perfect piece of fabric known to man. It feels like wearing a hug. I live in a decent apartment complex. My neighbor across the hall is Harper. Harper is 22. She is a mystery. She is tiny, maybe 5 feet 3 inches. She wears oversized wire-rimmed glasses that take up half her face. Her hair is always piled on top of her head in a messy bun, secured by a single, desperate claw clip. She carries sketchbooks everywhere. We don't talk much, just the standard hallway nods. Morning. Hey. She is extremely shy. We make eye contact, she blushes, looks at the floor, and scurries into her apartment like a startled mouse. I think she's cute, in a librarian who might bite you kind of way. But I don't push it. I respect the boundaries of the hallway ecosystem. Then comes the night of the false alarm. It is 2 a.m. on a Tuesday in November. It is pouring rain. Cold, miserable, freezing rain. Suddenly the building's fire alarm goes off. Beep, beep, beep. It is deafening. I jolt awake. I grab my phone, my keys, and my beloved black hoodie. I throw it on over my t-shirt and run out into the hallway. Doors are opening. Neighbors are pouring out, looking panicked and sleep-deprived. We all trudge down the 3 flights of stairs and out into the courtyard. It is freezing. We are standing under the awning of the leasing office, shivering. I look around. I see Harper. She was clearly dead asleep when the alarm went off. She is wearing a thin, spaghetti-strap tank top and plaid pajama pants. No jacket, no shoes, just fuzzy socks standing on the wet concrete. She has her arms wrapped around herself, violently shivering. Her teeth are actually chattering. I am wearing my heavy hoodie. I am perfectly warm. I walk over to her. Hey, I say over the sound of the rain and the alarm. She looks up. Her glasses are fogged up from the humidity. Hi, Eli, she stutters. You're freezing, I say. I panicked, she chatters. Didn't grab a sea coat. I don't think about it. I just reach for my zipper. I pull the black hoodie off. The cold air hits my arms, but it's fine. I can take it for a few minutes. I hold the hoodie out to her. Here. She stares at it like I just handed her a brick of solid gold. No, she says. You'll be cold. I have meat on my bones, I say. You look like you're about to turn into an icicle. Take it. I basically force it into her hands. She hesitates, then slips it on. It is comically huge on her. The hem drops down past her thighs. The sleeves hang, past her fingertips. She pulls the zipper all the way up to her chin. She buries her nose in the collar. She takes a deep breath. I watch her shoulders drop as the heavy fabric warms her up. Better? I ask. She nods slowly. She doesn't look at me. She just keeps her face half buried in the collar. Thank you, she whispers. No problem. The fire trucks arrive. It takes them 20 minutes to declare it a false alarm. Someone burned popcorn in 2B and opened their front door. We are cleared to go back inside. We walk up the stairs together. We get to our doors. Harper starts to unzip the hoodie. I'll give it back, she says. Keep it for tonight, I say. You're still freezing. Just wash it and give it back to me whenever. She stops unzipping. Her eyes widen slightly. Really? Yeah, no rush. Okay, she says. Her voice is tiny. She unlocks her door. Good night, Eli. Night, Harper. She slips inside. I go to sleep feeling like a gentleman. A cold gentleman, but a gentleman. Week passes. No hoodie. I don't sweat it. She probably just hasn't done laundry yet. 2 weeks pass. The weather is getting colder. I am wearing my backup hoodies. They are stiff. They lack the perfect slump of my favorite black one. I miss my hoodie. I run into Harper in the lobby, checking her mail. She sees me. She freezes like a deer in headlights. Hey, Harper, I say. Hi, she squeaks. How've you been? Good, fine, great. She is avoiding eye contact aggressively. So, I say casually, any chance you're done with my black hoodie? It's getting kind of chilly in my apartment. The color completely drains from her face. She looks like she just witnessed a murder. The hoodie, she stammers. Yeah, the black one. She starts sweating. I can literally see a bead of sweat form on her temple. Eli, I am so sorry. What happened? The washing machine, she talks fast, her words tumbling over each other. I took it to the laundromat down the street and the machine malfunctioned. It locked, and then it flooded with bleach from the previous load. It was ruined, completely bleached and shredded. I stare at her. Shredded? The agitator caught the string. It ripped it in half. I threw it away at the laundromat because I was so horrified. I'm so sorry. I'll buy you a new one. I'll buy you 10 new ones. She looks like she is going to cry. I am bummed. I am genuinely sad. You can't just buy 4 years of perfect fabric decay. But she looks so panicked, I feel bad for her. Harper, it's fine. Really, don't worry about it. I'm going to replace it, she insists. You don't have to. It was just an old sweater. She nods quickly, grabs her mail, and practically runs up the stairs. I sigh. R.I.P. Black Hoodie. You served me well. 3 days later, it is Sunday evening. I am taking out the trash. Our complex has a communal dumpster area in the alley behind the building. It's enclosed by a wooden fence. I walk into the enclosure carrying my tall kitchen bag. The dumpsters are full. Someone has recklessly stacked bags on the side. One of the bags is ripped open, probably a stray cat looking for scraps. I toss my bag into the bin. I turn around to leave. My eye catches something in the ripped white bag on the ground. Black fabric, with a silver zipper, and a very, very specific frayed pattern on the left cuff. I stop. I walk over to the bag. I know I shouldn't touch garbage. I know it's gross, but I reach down, I grab the sleeve, I pull. Out of the white trash bag slides my black hoodie, my perfectly intact, unshredded, completely unbleached black hoodie. I stand there in the alley holding it. I inspect it. It isn't ruined at all. In fact, it doesn't even look dirty. I bring it up. I smell it. Again, gross, but I need data. It doesn't smell like trash. It smells amazing. It smells like vanilla and cherry blossom and a faint musky scent of girl. It smells exactly like Harper. I look at the trash bag it came from. Spilling out of the tear are 3 empty cartons of Oatly Barista Edition milk. I have seen Harper carrying those exact cartons up the stairs a dozen times. This is her trash. My brain tries to process this information. Harper didn't ruin my hoodie in a rogue, bleach-spewing washing machine. She lied to my face. She kept it for nearly 3 weeks. And then she threw a perfectly good piece of clothing in the garbage. Why? Did she hate me? Was this some weird passive-aggressive revenge? But if she hated me, why did it smell like she had bathed in it? I fold the hoodie over my arm. I am not letting this go. I am solving this mystery tonight. I march up the 3 flights of stairs. I don't go to my apartment. I go straight to 3B. I knock, firm, steady knocks. I wait. I hear footsteps. The peephole darkens. The deadbolt clicks. The door opens a few inches. The chain is still on. Harper peers out. She is wearing a massive t-shirt and shorts. Eli, she says, what's wrong? I don't say a word. I just raise my arm. I hold up the black hoodie. Her green eyes lock onto the fabric. Her pupils dilate. Her mouth falls open. She stops breathing. Harper, I say softly, I was just taking out the trash. Oh my God, she squeaks. She tries to slam the door. I put my foot in the gap. Wait, I say. I'm not mad. I'm just incredibly confused. Did a raccoon steal this from the laundromat and bring it back to our alley? She covers her face with her hands. She lets out a sound that is half whimper, half groan. Please go away, she speaks through her fingers. I will move out tomorrow. I will fake my own death. You don't need to fake your death. You just need to explain why my hoodie is in the dumpster. She slides her hands down her face. She looks utterly defeated. She reaches up. She unhooks the chain. She opens the door fully. She steps back, letting me into her apartment. I walk in. Her apartment is exactly what I expected. Organized chaos, sketchbooks everywhere, a drafting tablet on the desk, fairy lights strung up over the window. She stands in the middle of the living room, hugging her arms. I didn't ruin it, she whispers. I gathered that, I say, tossing the hoodie onto her armchair. So, why the story about the bleach? She looks at the floor. She twists her foot back and forth. Because I couldn't give it back to you. Why? Did you spill paint on it? No. Then why? She takes a deep, shaky breath. She looks up at me. Her face is burning red. Because I spiritually corrupted it, she says. I blink. You spiritually corrupted my hoodie? Yes. Harper, what does that mean? She groans and drops onto the couch, burying her face in a throw pillow. She speaks into the pillow. Her voice is muffled. I wore it. I know you wore it. That was the point of giving it to you in the rain. No, she says, lifting her head. I wore it every day. She gestures frantically. You gave it to me that night, and it was so warm, and it smelled like you, like cedar wood and laundry detergent. I put it on the next morning while I was working, and I just didn't take it off. I slept in it, Eli. I wore it when I ordered groceries. I wore it while I was drawing. I built a little nest on my bed with my blankets and that hoodie. She covers her face again. I was marinating in it. Marinating? I ask. Yes, like a weird little goblin. I was soaking up the scent. It made me feel safe. It made me feel hugged. She peeks at me through her fingers. And then, yesterday, you asked for it back. And I panicked. I couldn't just hand it to you. It smells like me now. It smells like my perfume and my sleep sweat. If I handed it back, you would know. Know what? You would know that I haven't taken it off in 17 days. You would know that I am a degenerate creep who was treating your clothes like a security blanket. She is hyperventilating a little. So I lied. I made up the most dramatic lie I could think of. And then I realized I couldn't keep the hoodie in my apartment, because what if you came over and saw it? So I threw it away. I threw it in the dumpster like a criminal destroying evidence. And you found it. And now you know I am a freak. She drops her head back onto the pillow. Please tell the landlord you want a new neighbor. I understand. I stand there. I look at the hoodie on the chair. I look at Harper, curled up into a ball of pure shame on the couch. She thinks she is a monster. She thinks this is the creepiest thing a human being has ever done. I process the data. My incredibly cute, shy neighbor couldn't sleep without my hoodie because she liked how I smelled. She liked me so much she built a nest out of my clothes. I don't feel creeped out. I feel a massive, stupid smile spreading across my face. I try to suppress it, but I can't. I start laughing, not a chuckle, a deep, relieved laugh. Harper freezes. She slowly lifts her head from the pillow. Are you laughing at me? She asks, her voice trembling. I'm sorry, I say, catching my breath. I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at the situation. I walk over to the armchair. I pick up the hoodie. I hold it out to her. Here. She stares at it. What? Put it on. Eli, no, I told you it's corrupted. Harper, put the hoodie on. She hesitates. She reaches out slowly. She takes it from my hands. She slides her arms into the sleeves. She pulls the zipper up. It still swallows her. She looks adorable. She looks up at me, confused. You threw away a perfectly good sweater, I say, stepping closer to the couch. Just because you had a crush on me? Her breath catches. I didn't say I had a crush on you. Harper, you said you were marinating in my scent in a makeshift nest. That is either a crush or serial killer behavior, and you don't strike me as a serial killer. She blushes so hard her ears turn pink. Maybe a small crush, she mumbles into the collar. I smile. I sit down on the couch next to her, not too close, just close enough. You know, I say, if you wanted to be hugged, you didn't need to steal my laundry. She looks at me. Her green eyes are wide behind her glasses. I didn't steal it. You gave it to me. Under false pretenses. You claimed you were going to wash it. I was going to. Eventually, I reach out. I gently tug on the frayed string of the hood. So, I say softly, does the nest have room for two? Her mouth parts slightly. Are you serious? She whispers. You're not grossed out? Harper, you are the most interesting thing that has happened in this building since the guy in 4A tried to deep fry a turkey. I think it's flattering, weird, yes, but mostly flattering. She lets out a breath she must have been holding for 5 minutes. She slumps back against the couch. I really thought you were going to call the cops. For hoodie theft, the police have better things to do. I lean in a little closer. But you do owe me. I know, she sighs. I said, I'd buy you a new one. I don't want a new one. This one is perfect, and it smells like vanilla now. It's an upgrade. Then what do you want? She asks. I want you to let me buy you dinner, I say. Tomorrow night. You can wear the hoodie if you want. She stares at me. A slow, shy smile breaks across her face. Okay, she says, but I'm paying to offset my criminal guilt. Deal. Epilogue. That was 8 months ago. We went to dinner. We went to a bookstore. We stayed up until 4 a.m. talking on her couch. We are officially dating. I practically live in 3B now. Her apartment is much better than mine anyway. She has better snacks. And yes, I saw the nest. It was literally a pile of fuzzy blankets arranged in a circle on her bed. She is a goblin. The hoodie situation has not improved. If anything, it has gotten worse. She doesn't just steal the black hoodie anymore. She steals my t-shirts, she steals my sweatpants, she steals my flannel button-downs. I will buy a new shirt, wear it once, and put it in the laundry. The next day she is wearing it. Harper, that's my new shirt, I'll say. Property is an illusion, she'll reply, pulling the sleeves over her hands. We are a collective now. I don't even fight it. I just buy clothes a size smaller, so they fit her better when she inevitably claims them. Last night, I was editing a video. She walked into the room. She was wearing the legendary black hoodie. She came up behind my chair. She wrapped her arms around my neck and rested her chin on my head. What are you doing? I asked. Just marinating, she whispered. I laughed. I pulled her around the chair and into my lap. You're a weirdo, I said. I'm your weirdo, she smiled. She kissed me. She tasted like cherry chapstick and coffee. Be me. Lost my favorite piece of clothing. Gained the best neighbor in the world. Fair trade. Honestly, I would have thrown the whole wardrobe in the dumpster if I knew this was the payout.